Joining us once again this morning is our new meteorologist, Zoe Mintz. Zoe is a self-proclaimed weather nerd. You, at one point, were the president of the Weather Club in college, if I do remember you telling me that one.
President of the Weather Club at Indiana University. I also graduated #1 in my class, so I'm very proud of that fact. I won a fun little weather clock for it.
Amazing. And then you went on to become a professor of meteorology, effectively.
Professor of synoptic meteorology, all about forecasting the weather using math and equations and all that fun, nerdy stuff.
So what does all that fun, nerdy stuff, which is a good thing, by the way, what does that tell us about today's weather?
Well, it tells us that, I mean, it's what we expect for this time of year, for the fog, and that's, pretty much what we're seeing. Look at that time lapse. Gorgeous.
Beautiful sunrise.
The sunrise, absolutely spectacular. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that peeking over. Oh, the colors. And sunrise is probably my favorite part of the day, other than the sunset.
Of course.
Of course. So, yeah, looking outside right now, we are going to be seeing those very quiet conditions to kick off our morning, just dealing with a little bit of that fog, that marine layer. So beneath the clouds that we just showed you, above them, it was a beautiful sunrise. But below them, you can't see the sun. You can't even see the Bay Bridge. That is how dense, how thick the fog is along the coast, at least in San Francisco. If you take a look other places, you're going to be seeing a lot more sunshine, and that's allowing temperatures to warm up significantly more in places in the East Bay and inland communities, mid to upper 50s to even near 60 degrees in San Jose, whereas San Francisco, low 50s to kick off our morning, and also looking at the low 50s and upper 40s up to our north near Sonoma, Napa. But by the afternoon, the heat will be on, getting into the upper 80s to low 90s up to our north, getting into the upper 90s to even, look, triple digits over near Livermore. That's about 10 degrees shy of their record high temperature for the day, but it is going to be a hot one, and unfortunately with the heat comes heat advisory. The National Weather Service has put this heat advisory in place for the East Bay communities and inland areas where we are expecting temperatures upper 90s to low 100s. That is dangerous. If you have to spend time outdoors today, take breaks in the shade if you can, drink plenty of fluids, and make sure you have a lot of sunscreen, and don't forget the sunglasses. That's the big thing. Sunglasses are necessary here, but what's also necessary in San Francisco, I found, is a jacket. That jacket not going to be needed anywhere else in California, basically getting into the mid to upper hundreds in Southern California. Very happy we don't have to deal with that hot of temperatures. We're not even going to be really close to record breaking. San Francisco, we might reach 70 this afternoon, not even close to a record high of 97 degrees. Very happy it's not that hot today for us. Oakland going to be in the upper 70s, again, not close to their high, a record high in 90s. And Redwood City, similar story. They've seen today over 100 degrees. So yes, it's going to be hot, but it's not going to be oppressive. It's not going to be record breaking. Today, though, is going to be the hotter day of the weekend. So if you do plan on heading out, maybe to the Alameda County State Fair, I don't blame you, but you might want to wait until tomorrow, where it is going to be a lot more comfortable versus the upper 90s, sunny skies. That's kind of unbearable if you're planning on going during those peak daytime heating hours. Temperatures, though, not going to stay too hot for long. By tomorrow, they'll be dropping about 5 degrees across our coastal and bay communities, and North Bay areas only 5 to nearly 10 degrees, getting cooler from today into tomorrow. So it's really a one-day heat wave that we'll be having to deal with as we step out this afternoon. That's going to be the biggest issue, especially in our inland East Bay communities, upper 90s, low 100s. That's where we're keeping our eye on for those heat-related illnesses, getting back down about 10 degrees into the early parts of next week, and it will stay that way with plenty of sunshine on the horizon. Not a single cloud in sight in our East Bay inland communities, but the coast, you're going to be seeing those clouds, those foggy conditions sticking around. Again, it's what we expect this time of year, which is so strange to me, Max, because for me, summertime means heat, and that's not necessarily what it means in San Francisco. So it kind of depends where you live. Coast, it's cool, it's comfortable. Inland areas, whew, you're going to be really feeling the heat.
Totally different. So for those of you who didn't know, Zoe came to us from Albuquerque.
Yes.
I at one point worked in Tucson, Arizona. So we've got this desert similarity going on right here. Most interesting thing, biggest difference maybe with the Bay Area weather and Albuquerque in your long time here in the Bay?
I mean, it's pretty easy. The moisture. I have not dealt with clouds, with moisture, with chances for rain. Well, I haven't seen chances for rain here yet.
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet. But either way, the fact that we have clouds, we have fog, I can walk outside and I'm not just dry to the bone. It's pretty awesome. I love the moisture. It's a lot more comfortable too.
Welcome to the Bay Area. Zoe Mintz, everybody. Great to have you with us
Happy to be here.
This Saturday morning.